Hello, everyone. Welcome to the official weigh-ins for TikTok Fight Club 23. We are less than 24 hours away from an incredible night of fights headlined by the TikTok Flyweight Championships. Fighters have been preparing, cutting weight, and it is now time to make it official. And let's get straight to it with our opening bout in the welterweight division. He is representing the blue corner. He is fighting out of the United States of America. He is Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz weighs in at 171 pounds for Nate Diaz. And his opponent, representing the red corner, he is Yancy Medeiros. Yancy Medeiros weighs in at 170.5 pounds. 170.5 pounds for Yancy Medeiros. Alright. Our next fight is in the women's strawweight rematch. And it's in the women's strawweight division. Representing the blue corner, she has the influencer, and now she is a professional fighter as well, holding an incredible record. And she is Paige Van Zandt. Paige 12 Gauge Van Zandt. And she weighs in 115 pounds. 115 pounds for Paige Van Zandt. And her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, she is here after losing to Paige Van Zandt. She is returning to the octagon after her debut loss at TikTok Fight Club 12. She is Ronda Marcos. And she weighs in 115 pounds. 115 pounds even for Ronda Marcos. In the next fight, we have the influencer turned MMA fighter, and he is the viral sensation with a perfect record of He is the viral sensation, Little Huddy. Little Huddy weighs in 125 pounds. 125 pounds for Little Huddy. And now his opponent, he is the veteran. He is the world-class athlete. He is Jasir Formiga. Jasir Formiga weighs in 125 even. 125 even for Jasir Formiga. Alright. Our next fight is between an undefeated fighter versus the California Kid. Please welcome the undefeated fighter representing the blue corner and fighting out of the United States of America. He is the undefeated, who holds a record of 3 fights, 3 victories, no losses, and 2 of his previous wins coming by the way of knockout. He is Marcus Dobre. Marcus Dobre weighs in 135.5 pounds. 135.5 pounds. Alright. And his opponent, representing the red corner and fighting out of the United States of America, he is the California Kid. He is Jariah Faber. Jariah Faber weighs in at 136 pounds. 136 pounds for Jariah Faber. And now, headlining the preliminary cards and the final prelim fight that will be available through YouTube as well as on Kick. And he is And now let's introduce the fighter. And he is fighting out of the blue corner, fighting out of the United States of America. He is Frankie Edgar. Frankie Edgar weighs in 155 pounds. 155 pounds for Frankie Edgar. And now his opponent. He is representing the red corner. He is fighting out of South England. He is Paddy the Batty Pimlet. And he weighs in 155 even and 155 even for Paddy the Batty Pimlet. And now we move on to our not to our we are moving on to the main card opener. Starting off our main card on Kick, she is fighting out of the representing the blue corner. She is Irene Aldana. Irene Aldana weighs in 135 pounds. 135 pounds for Irene Aldana. All right. And next, her opponent fighting out of Brazil. She's representing the red corner. She is Caitlin Vieira. Step onto the scale. 135 even on 135 pounds even for Caitlin Vieira. All right. Our next fight is the heavyweight collision in the heavyweight division. And we have the returning, making his other appearance, making his fourth appearance under TikTok Fight Club. He is representing the blue corner. He currently holds a record of one win, 2 losses, and one of his victories come in the way of knockout. He is Alistair Overeem. Alistair Overeem weighs in at 248 pounds. At 248 pounds for Alistair Overeem. And his opponent fighting out of the United States of America. He is representing the red corner. He also holds a TikTok professional record of 1 win, two losses, and 1 win coming by knockout. He's trying to separate from the pack and become the #1 contender for the TikTok heavyweight champion of the world. He is Curtis Blades. And Curtis Blades weighs in at 262 pounds. 162 pounds for Curtis Blades. And now we move on to our next fight, which is a light heavyweight clash between legends. We have representing the blue corner, fighting out of the United States of America. He is Daniel D.C. Cormier. And he's also undefeated 1-0. And he weighs in at 205 pounds. 205 pounds for Daniel D.C. Cormier. And his opponent, he is fighting out of Brazil, representing the red corner. He is the former UFC and former TikTok light heavyweight champion of the world. He is Jaquer Sosa. And he weighs in 205 even. 205 even for Jaquer Sosa. And our next fight before our co-main event, fighting out of the United States of America, he is Jamie Rivera. Jamie Rivera weighs in 136 pounds. 136 pounds for Jimmy Rivera. And now, his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He's also representing the United States of America. He weighs in. I mean, not yet. Henry representing the red corner. He is Henry Cejudo. And he weighs in 136 even. 136 even. All right. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment y'all have waiting for, and it's the co-main event, and this is the middleweight grudge match for the rematch. And ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Cuba, he is Joel Romero. And he weighs in 185 even, 185 for Joel Romero. And now, his opponents fighting out of the United States of America, representing the red corner. He is Jack Hermanson, returning and undefeated. And he weighs in 185.5 pounds, 185.5 pounds for Jack Hermanson. And ladies and gentlemen, please wait your applause, cause it's time for the main event of the evening. And it's now time for our main event. This is the moment we all been waiting for. The TikTok Flyweight Championship on the line. Please welcome the challenger. Fighting out of the blue corner, he is Tim Elliott with 0 wins, 4 losses, and 0 knockouts. And he weighs in 125 pounds. 125 pounds for Tim Elliott. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your reigning, defending, undisputed, and holding currently the TikTok flyweight champion of the world. He is Jacob Sartorius, making his third defense. And he weighs in 125 pounds. 125 pounds for Jacob Sartorius. And now let's get some interviews with Jacob Sartorius. Sartorius, come here. All right. The desperate challenger, Tim Elliott. 125 pounds. You know. All right. Tim, come here. Come here. All right, Tim. 0-4. You said it yourself. Desperation, you weighed in light, you look sharp. What is the single thing that makes you believe you can dethrone a knockout artist like Sartorius tomorrow night? Belief? I don't need belief. I need this belt. He got the power. I've got the will. I'm going to make him suffer. He thinks he can walk through me. He's going to find out tomorrow night that this isn't a game for your pretty boys. I'm taking that belt home, and I'm finally silencing all the critics of the 0-4 ends now. All right. Champion, Jacob Sartorius, champion. 5-3 with 5 knockouts. You're the heavy favorite. You claim you were calm at the press conference yesterday, but Elliott seems like a caged animal. How do you handle the emotional intensity and ensure he doesn't drag you into a dirty water? Tim can be as emotional as he wants. He can scream, he can cry, he can be desperate. It doesn't matter. Desperation burns energy. My power is praise, and it's permanent. I'm the champion for a reason. I'm going to catch him when he rushes in. I'm not going to give the fans the viral KO they paid for. I'm going to finish his career and make another million on TikTok views. Well, there you have it. The final stare down, don't miss. TikTok Fight Club 23 tomorrow live from the Hunter Center here in Anaheim, California. See y'all later.